Let's go to Jonathan Morris, theologian and Fox News contributor, joining us live from Rome.
Hey,
Jonathan, good to have you here tonight. Your thoughts as we watch the black smoke pour out here over the roof of the Sistine Chapel, where 133 cardinals are making really the most important decisions of their lives at this point.
I think the Cardinals are saying, phew, I am very hungry. It's 9:15 at night, and we have not had dinner, first and foremost. But, you know, another thing, Martha, was watching the faces of the nearly 250,000 people who packed into St. Peter's Square, who knew with almost certainty that there would not be a pope tonight, but they still wanted to be there. And as the camera panned their faces, they were clapping when they saw the smoke, even though it was black. And I think it just shows the anticipation, but also just the love for their church. I remember being in Rome, running down to St. Peter's Square when I heard that there was white smoke. That will happen soon. People from all over the city of Rome will descend upon St. Peter's Square, especially when there's white smoke.
So, it's Michelangelo that created the dome over St. Peter's. There were obviously a lot of architects that were involved in the construction of St. Peter's Basilica, which is just an astonishing place. I was there last week. We were there last week for the funeral of St. Francis. But, you know, one of the things I find the most interesting at this stage of the game, Jonathan, is that now these cardinals know what the vote was. So for the first time, even though they've had conversations for 9 days, they're seeing some numbers and support behind certain people. Talk to us about the importance of that.
Yes, of course, this is a strategy, right? We believe as Catholics that every human being can be inspired by the Holy Spirit, and the Cardinals have been praying for that, but they have to make a choice, and it is a human choice, and it is a real choice, and the Church has gotten it wrong, so to speak, on more than one occasion, meaning not picking somebody who inspired the Church, and there were some big mistakes, and yet the Church, after 2,000 years, is still here, and that's maybe the biggest miracle. Now, what the Cardinals are doing right now that they have seen some names, is they're not only thinking about whether or not they will continue to vote for their preferred candidate, but they're saying, oh, not that guy, okay? Not that guy. And that's part of the strategy. Maybe it sounds very political, but it's just that the human factor. It's not only can I get my preferred candidate or my one or two or three, but how do we avoid that person over there from getting elected? Maybe that sounds very crash, but it's just the way things work.
Yeah, it does take 2/3. So it is a numbers issue in the end, no matter how they arrive at it. They all, of course, pray to the Holy Spirit for guidance when they're making their vote. And we remember Cardinal Dolan saying that he was told in the first group in the conclave he was in that the Holy Spirit knew who the Pope was, and it was their job to figure it out. But as you say, it's a human process that is looking for guidance, and I think the world hopes that they find it as they move forward in this process. Jonathan, thank you so much. Jonathan Morris joining us as we see people milling about the square.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.